shit.
You're listening to Outta Nowhere. You're listening to the Outta Nowhere Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com.
We're live, pal. All right, enough of that. What's up, all you greasy ass goons? Man, JD, you look like Baxter Stockman from the Ninja Turtles with those big blue eyes of yours. No,
Baxter Stockman.
You know what makes me mad is that
remember him in stage 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time. He was on the building.
Yeah. I remember him in all the games. He was great. He had the bug eyes. No, I have those same glasses. I just don't know where they are. If I had known you were going to do that, I would have been a douchebag, and I would have worn mine too.
Oh, you should have worn the Johnny Mundo glasses for his epic victory tonight.
Well, that's also what I was looking for. I've already heard about it, sort of, but I have not watched because smoke alarms are going off in my house constantly all for the last 3 hours, I guess. Off and on, because there's like 6 alarms, and apparently one goes off, they all go off, and they're all old. There's no fire, there's no nothing. Even the fire department came. It was great. We made a porno. All right, well, how's everybody doing? Glad everybody's here. I don't know. This is episode number 48. It's almost hard to believe. 48 episodes, that's almost a year's worth right there. And we missed a bunch, too. We've been doing this over a year? Is that real?
Yeah.
Jesus. What's up to everybody? Remember, everybody share this video and tweet this video if you can. I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to get the notifications.
They haven't been. I've been streaming WWE 2K17. I went from 600 viewers per Universe Mode live stream down to fucking 250. So, I know it ain't us.
I almost wonder if it's not even the alerts sometimes, because a lot of people say they are getting alerted, but I wonder if it's like the viewership thing is off, because even views are wrong. Like, they're wrong.
Biblical Reaper told me today that he kind of knows what the algorithm is, and I think he's making a video on it. The algorithm's all fucked up. They changed it from what it was previously, so we don't know what it is.
Oh.
So as soon as we start knowing what it is, then maybe we'll see some growth, but...
Yeah, because, I mean, we had to figure it out, at one point. And
they we both did well for Survivor Series weekend.
That was a good weekend. Yeah, no, that was crazy, dude. That video, well, that's because of Goldberg. I think one of the things you're seeing, too, is you're seeing the interest level dropping. It's not just an algorithm on YouTube. You're also seeing the interest dropping. Goldberg wins in like 3 seconds, and look at how hot the videos were. Yeah. But imagine if the algorithm had been the same as it was. We probably would have done 500,000.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to make of it anymore. It's frustrating for sure. And everybody's telling me about this. Unless you already have the fan base that's watching. But we've also been inconsistent with Outta Nowhere, so, I mean, that's part of it, too. I mean, had we been live for 2 hours every Wednesday the last, 4 weeks in a row, I mean, you'd probably see. I mean, at one point, this show was doing 800 plus every week.
There were some weeks where we were up to 1,100 viewers per week.
Right. So, I don't know. Maybe people were like, fuck this. Donations should be working just for everybody who wants to know about that. So, if you donate, we should get alerted to it. I recommend the $9 new Raw donation song. That's just me. And let's take a phone call because I'm going to eat some turkey tomorrow. 571, what's up?
What's up, Joe?
How you doing, man? I'm still coughing. How you doing?
Yeah, I just want to talk about something with JD because I was on last night and we were talking about how I thought Ambrose sucked now. And JD, I want to know your thoughts on Dean Ambrose because I know for a long time you didn't like him as a babyface anymore. And last night I thought that was like the epitome, if you would say, of like him being like horrible as a babyface. Like that was a perfect example of why he shouldn't be a babyface anymore.
But what's the question though?
Oh, I wanted to think like, what you think about like him dressing up like it was Halloween 2.0.
You continued your question from last night, but JD wasn't here to hear it, so that was great. I got what was going on there.
I don't care about it. I'm just fucking tired of fucking seeing James Ellsworth on the television. And I'm tired of James Ellsworth being used as a cog in the Ambrose Styles feud. Sucks.
Wow, the old KANE donation coming in.
My name is KANE and I'm donating.
And this has official made my dick hard. I might jizz all over my screen. Does that make me gay?
Yeah.
You guys
Yes, it
are
does.
fucking beast. Happy Thanksgiving to you and JD family.
Broken Bori, thank you for the 666 donation. The KANE donation. Absolutely love you, Bori. You know what sucks is I left the Malibu rum out, so tonight I can't drink it. It's all gone. Or I would take a shot for that. I will not be doing shots like I did last time ever again. I hope, unless life really goes downhill. JD,
I know you had a problem with that, Joe, right? You had with Ellsworth? I mean, aren't you like fucking like enough is enough already?
I just made a video that said, are the WWE fans sick of him? And my point is this. I like what they did because I think they tied it up last night. He got the contract. His feud with AJ should be over. Now it should be passed back to Ambrose. And now Ellsworth can go down to the mid-card or lower mid-card. And Ellsworth can work down there. And Ellsworth
know what I think's
will
gonna
be
happen?
over. What?
I think Ambrose is going to turn heel. He's going to turn on Ellsworth, and Ellsworth is going to be Styles' lackey.
Really?
Hey Joe.
What's that?
But will people take him seriously as being anything but a kind of joke? Like I was thinking about that too. Now that he signed a full contract, maybe you bring him down to NXT, let him really work on his skills. But he was brought to be a jobber. That's his whole gimmick. I can't take him seriously as a performer.
Well,
I
but
shouldn't expect him to win a match.
I can take him seriously if he goes to the mid card. He's in all these matches with AJ Styles. That's the problem. But I'm okay with it. They launched him. He was way over. They used him a couple times. That worked. But then they used him a few too many times maybe. But they used it to get him over even more and put him in a storyline. Now bring him back to the mid card. He's going to be over again. Everyone's going to cheer for him if he's on the mid card doing this stuff. Okay? But if they kept doing this stuff with him and AJ Styles, people are going to eventually boo him. Or they're going to cheer for AJ over him. So I think it's it's perfect timing. No, I think it's perfect timing. He got the contract. Now get him to where he should be on the lower, on the mid card, and now we'll like him again, right, JD? What do you think about that?
I mean, whatever we seen last night should be the end of it. He got his contract.
Yep.
Give me Ambrose and Styles building towards TLC. Keep him off TV till the Royal Rumble and have him come in the Royal Rumble. Have a decent spot. I don't know, eliminate somebody.
I think you should get eliminated by Braun Strowman out of the Rumble. It would look awesome.
As long as he doesn't eliminate Braun Strowman.
Oh, my God. Well, no way. You can't do that. After they built Strowman like they did, dude, that shit with Sami Zayn was epic. We'll talk about that after. 646, what's up?
What's going on, Joe? It's James from New York.
Woo! What's up, James?
Had you signed the WrestleMania.
Oh, James. Yeah, I know who you. I know a lot of Jameses, so I was like, which James? I don't know. Oh, man.
What's up, brother?
How you been, dude?
I'm great. I'm doing great. I find it very... How you doing, JD, by the way?
Good, man. What's up?
I find it very ironic that the second I get my WrestleMania tickets, that garbage happens with Goldberg immediately right after I get my WrestleMania tickets.
Oh, God. Yeah, right? Like, they knew, like, we will keep it. You won't know what's going to go on, and now we're going to tell you this.
Oh, dude, I'm so disgusted. It's like the WWE goes through an identity crisis. I mean, it's like they really want to be UFC. When you go back to SummerSlam and see what they did with Orton,
right?
It was very similar to a UFC stoppage. And what happened with Brock Lesnar, I mean, it's just like a UFC ending. That's exactly what they're trying to become.
Yeah.
And you look at TakeOver, that's a wrestling show.
Yep.
Because Triple H believes in wrestling. And you look at Monday Night Raw and how garbage it is. And even with the SmackDown stuff, it's all an entertainment facade. It's nothing to do with wrestling whatsoever, even though we do get good wrestling matches here and there. They don't care to tell stories anymore.
I read about that. Let's party.
Give 0 fucks, and if you're out of luck, shucks, man, you suck. Monday Night Raw got me so uninspired. I wish I was dead. I fucking light myself on fire. $9, $9, $9, $9. Donate $9, $9, $9, $9. Raw sucks.
Take it off, James. Take it off. Travis Saint chiming in with a big donation of $9.
What up, brothers? Let's kick the donations off right and fuck James Ellis. Get him off my TV. Happy Thanksgiving, Joe and JD.
Remember when we loved him?
James Ellis, get the fuck off my TV. Haha. I hope you guys have a great turkey day.
Remember when we loved him? Travis Saint with the $9 Raw Sucks donation. Listen, I see another one coming in, so I'm going to let that one hit before I get back to James. James is the guy who brought that green Joe Cronin WrestleMania sign to WrestleMania. It was sick, and I'm fucking goddamn indebted to him forever. Bird!
Donate $9 if you give 0 fucks. And if you're out of luck, shucks, man, you suck. Monday Night Raw got me so uninspired. I wish I was dead, I fucking light myself on fire. $9, $9, $9, $9, donate $9, $9, $9, $9. Raw sucks.
I hit it for you. What's up, Bird? Bird 23.
Welcome to show, you fucking assholes. Happy Thanksgiving, TL.
Hey, Bird, thank you so much, man, for donating the $9. Thank you guys for supporting the show and contributing to me and JD's computer fund, because JD needs a new computer and I need a new computer. So, yeah, let the computer fund build, and it's hard around the holidays to do it, so I appreciate the shit out of that. Bird 2393, Travis Saint, and Pokebori.
So, James, you have WrestleMania tickets already, so I think I'll be the bearer of bad news. It's only a rumor right now. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman for the United States Championship.
You've got to be kidding me.
In a strap-on dildo match.
It's only a rumor.
I will sell my tickets now if that ever happens. Jesus. Are you guys going to WrestleMania, by the way? You're going to be in Orlando that weekend?
I'm hoping to be. We're part of the panel.
We're supposed to be there. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna stay for Mania. I think I'm gonna try to fly back because to do our show. You know, I think we have to be here. And I didn't get tickets to Mania yet, but I don't know, maybe
well, I'm definitely gonna be at the panel to see you guys, definitely.
Well, maybe I'll reach out to some people I know in the WWE and find out. But I mean, it would be a shame though, because you know, we'd have to go live, you know. I mean, I would want to go live, and then I'd be at WrestleMania, so I would be sacrificing, like, one of my biggest nights for subscriptions, for views, so that would be the downside to doing it, unless WWE allowed me to do it from the arena, which they wouldn't. It's just crazy. But I take it back, you know, to be honest, I could get me and JD tickets. I mean, I wouldn't purchase them. We know some people in the WWE now, and we could get tickets if we really wanted to. It
would be awesome if you guys were there.
It would be nice to be there.
I could get tickets for Joe and I. I could get us luxury box tickets.
There you go. Yeah. Look at JD trying to make sure he one-ups me. Like I know people too.
Well, I got LeBar's camp. You know, Wrestle Rumble. Matt from Wrestle Rumble. He could probably go through his vendor that he's giving away tickets with every one of his giveaways. So
yeah, I mean, like me and JD could figure out, like, we would get hooked up. But for all the people that we know, we could get there.
We'd have to pay for them, obviously.
Oh, I was talking about getting them for free. I don't have to pay for mine, JD. People I know are big up there, you know. YouTubers algorithm introduced me to JD from OTS number 129. And led me to Cronin. Got to give thanks to that on the eve of Thanksgiving. Keep doing a great job, fellas. Wando 805, man. Thank you for chiming in with a 316 donation. Wando, because you donated, I'm gonna do this. I don't know what that was. Sorry, was that was almost
was that the Kevin Dunn?
That was almost him. Yeah.
That's my favorite character, JD, on your review.
What'd you say in the video? What'd you say in the video? Like something about NXT and Bailey? Like, oh, Bailey. I'm pushing buttons on Kevin fucking Dunn. What do you think about that, bitch? Want me to shake the camera, bitch? Fucking faggot. Sorry. I'm sorry. You know, the funny thing is when you did that, like I've actually done that myself, like in private, like before I ever saw you do that, and I'm like, wow, his impression is close to mine. Like, I mean, how do we? This guy's barely ever on camera. How do we all know what he sounds like? Apparently, we all picture the same.
Look up a fucking meme of him and boom.
Apparently, we all picture the same thing. Fucking. But he's an astonishing director and shit. So I mean, I don't know. He's produced more television than like anybody. Think about it.
That's a nice word that you're using to describe him. Astonishing.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know, for all the potential bad, you know, some kind of credit. You know, no one's ever done. No one's ever done. You know, that much. Done
Kevin
that much.
Dumb.
No, I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't know. So we'll probably see you there if you're there. I mean, because I assume we're all going to be there.
All right, brother, that'll be great. Well, you guys just have a happy Thanksgiving. Love you guys, and keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Same to you.
Thank you.
Man, that guy immortalized me at WrestleMania. Next year, we got to get the JD one up for all WrestleMania. I couldn't believe that sign, man. I was like, wow, that is like prominent. Like, that is there. That is never going away, man. It's on every goddamn match.
Yeah.
God damn, I just can't stop coughing. It sucks. It's like, what is this, 3 weeks? Someone the other day was like, oh, my son had that cough for 2 months. I'm like, well, I hope I don't have it. I've got goddamn shit to do here. I've got a show to do. So what did you think about Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman? I thought this was so well done. I actually meant to message Mick Foley, and I'm gonna again. His reaction, because sometimes Mick Foley just is, unfortunately, he's like corny and scripted.
It doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
You didn't like it?
I mean, what is Sami going to gain out of it? Is Sami going to beat Braun Strowman? I don't think so.
I think they just used I think they used it to build up Strowman.
It didn't even make any sense to me because The Miz and Sami Zayn fought at Survivor Series and they acted as if Sami Zayn was to blame for losing at Survivor Series. They're like, well, you lost and now you got to be punished and we're going to throw you in a match against Braun Strowman. That's your punishment. It's like, I didn't fucking do anything to lose. Maurice fucked up the match.
Yeah, that part made no damn sense at all. You know, I mean, they didn't even reference that at all. And what you're having a match as punishment? What is that? That's like, so you literally were going to get him hurt. Yeah. Like, that's not punishment. Punishment would be like, you don't get a title shot until you beat Braun Strowman or something. What the fuck is with Kevin Bucktooth Dunn impressions? The Bucktooth motherfucker guy's famed from my rants. It was Jim Cornette donating. What else did Jim say? I missed some of it. He said, no one does a better impression of that Southerner. Fuck Dunn, motherfucker. That shithead has killed wrestling alongside Russo. I love Jim Cornette. What's up, Jimmy?
Yeah, Jim Cornette's a fucking beast.
But, no, so, I mean, I think that it just makes no sense. I wanted to see something more like, you know, you really screwed us out of things, and you're going to have to do a lot. You're going to have to win a lot of matches and prove to us that you deserve an Intercontinental title shot in the future. You know, or something, or like had it where like Zayn was like, you know, give me another shot or give me a shot at a title or something like that. And, you know, it would have been good if, you know, he had said, you know, well, you're not going to get another shot for a long time here. Quite frankly, Sami, you're not in a good place with us now after that loss. And then he could have said, well, Maurice, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, Mick said, well, there's going to be no, Raw doesn't make excuses, you know.
Do you think Sami's going to SmackDown? Or do you think he's going to be on Raw until the foreseeable future?
I think he'll be on Raw.
Yeah.
But if they do a feud with Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn, I do think it would be. I think it would be very interesting if, you know, it took a long time for Sami to beat him. But the problem is, if you do that, now somebody has beat him. Do we feel that? I want to ask you this because, do we feel that Braun Strowman should not lose now, like for a long time? But if we do that, well, now you've done that with Lesnar, and now that happens with, you know, Goldberg. I mean, is this, we're doing too much of this? I mean, is it okay?
How long can he remain undefeated? How long can he remain undefeated without it getting boring on Monday Night Raw?
Right. Like
That's I don't mind him being undefeated. I don't want him to run through the same guys over and over again because it's not going to look impressive.
why not have him?
If you're going to keep him undefeated, he needs to remain undefeated until he beats Roman Reigns, rumored at for a title.
Well, the other rumor was Big Show was going to wrestle him. So
Well, no, that's coming for sure. That's coming. Body slam matches.
What if he at WrestleMania? What if Sami Zayn loses to him again, and he gets a shot at him at an event or a pay-per-view? And then what if Zayn had a big series with him for like months, and then Zayn finally beats him?
You build Strowman up to the point where he's unstoppable, and he's run through a Reigns, and he's run through a Rollins, and he's run through whoever else is a big name on Monday Night Raw. He wins the championship, and then I've always said Sami Zayn is worth the Daniel Bryan treatment. You build Strowman up to be unbeatable, and Sami Zayn, after failing, beats him for the title.
That would be
for
wild.
United States Championship. That would be fucking great.
That would be crazy. That would be good. I wouldn't mind that. That's the type of thing I'm talking about. And then Strowman can get wins back, and it's not like, Strowman can't lose, but it's like, it's hard to beat Strowman. You want to make it almost impossible to beat Strowman, but he can lose. We don't need another guy that just it's not like the only reason why we felt that way with Lesnar, where like you can't let Lesnar lose, was because he took the Undertaker streak. And that just was so crazy that having Lesnar lose anything is an insult to that.
I still don't agree with what happened.
All the way back to the Lesnar and Undertaker?
Well, I don't think the streak should have been broken, but it was an easier pill to swallow than what we seen on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well,
here's my thing. You think about that WrestleMania. If it wasn't for Daniel Bryan, I feel like that Mania would have died. Like imagine if it was one of those main events where it was like Triple H versus Roman, or like Triple H versus Randy Orton, or Orton and Batista versus Triple H, one of those main events.
You're exactly right. Daniel Bryan made that whole WrestleMania. He had the best two matches of the night.
Yeah.
His match with Triple H was fantastic.
If he wasn't there, that Mania would have been much worse, and it would have been dead. But it would have been dead because the crowd was dead.
Yeah.
It was a very shocking moment, and it was unbelievable, and it was awesomely shocking, like it really was. But for that night, if Daniel...
To be honest with you, I don't even remember what else happened on that show.
Well, I remember The Rock and Stone Cold and all them came out first. I remember Daniel Bryan versus Triple H in the first match. I remember them in the last match. And I remember The Undertaker's match.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Shit, I think there was a... I forget. Shane O'Mac chiming in.
Ellsworthless needs to get off my TV, and Dean should have stayed out of the arena like I told him to. Also, Ellsworth has a title match, so this still isn't over.
Well, I'm sorry, I missed some of that. Shane O'Mac donating. Let me read it again. He wants Ellsworth.
The main thing that the donation said was that Ellsworth has a championship match coming up because he won the ladder match last night, and he has a guaranteed world title shot in the future. Which is why I said Ambrose is going to lose at TLC, and Ambrose is going to get jealous that Ellsworth has got another title shot, and he's going to turn on him.
See, if that does happen, I could see that happening, but I wouldn't see him being lackey to AJ Styles yet. Because, I don't know. I just don't see that. I guess I don't see that part. But I could see Dean Ambrose turning on him and, like, them having a thing. That I could see. But I don't know if they're going to do that. But Dean needs to change. Dean needs to go. Unfortunately, though, they're treating Dean Ambrose like the top babyface over there. And AJ is the top heel. On SmackDown. So what happens if Dean goes heel? But he needs to. Because he just is stale.
Yeah.
He sucks right now. Who's going to be the top babyface then? Cena when he comes back?
What AJ Styles said tonight on Twitter. He's like, well, Dean Ambrose wants the Shield back together. Why don't you go over to Raw? He's like, I got two guys over on Monday Night Raw that wouldn't mind coming over to SmackDown.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Get the Shield on one, the Club on the other.
Yeah.
And then maybe get the Club versus the Shield at WrestleMania. You can't do that.
It's a possibility. I mean, WWE had, they had all year to do that, but they didn't want to.
You could do the Shield versus the Club at WrestleMania. Goldberg goes for a title run. But
You know, I don't think it's too early to be talking about WrestleMania. I mean,
it's the opposite of last year. I was thinking the same thing, JD. Last year, remember we used to yell at people like, "Why are you booking so far in the future?"
Yeah, I remember when we were on this show saying that same exact thing.
But now it feels like I'm open to booking. Like I've been thinking about the Rumble and thinking about that, and we know Goldberg's in the Rumble. Now we know Lesnar's in the Rumble. Do
you think Styles fights the Taker at Royal Rumble?
Man, that would be awesome. That would be
imagine this, because I have a big what if. If Styles fights the Taker at Royal Rumble and loses, and we get Cena versus Taker at WrestleMania for the title, career versus title.
Yeah.
What does AJ Styles do at WrestleMania? I've given thought to this because it's a very plausible situation.
Well, I said this the other day. It could be John Cena versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. It could be Undertaker versus John Cena at WrestleMania. It could be AJ versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. These three guys, all I believe, will have epic chemistry with each other. All three of these guys.
What if Styles, to start the Shield versus Club thing?
Yeah.
What if Styles goes against Rollins in a SmackDown versus Raw marquee matchup at WrestleMania?
Wait, Styles versus who?
Seth Rollins.
That would be cool. Yeah, so they all like singles face off against each other. Yeah. I got you, dude. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins would be.
Because I'm going on the assumption that Finn Balor is going to be going against Kevin Owens at WrestleMania for the title, for the Universal Championship.
The thing that sucks is they're not on the same show. And to be honest, Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, that should be a main event at WrestleMania for a championship belt. Right? I mean, those two should be having a championship title match against each other.
Who'd you say?
AJ Styles and Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
Can you, WrestleMania 33, AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins in an Iron Man match or in whatever for the title. This is why the brand split sucks sometimes. And it's I don't know. Now you can't do that. The WWE World Championship, the really important title, is on SmackDown. And who's going to wrestle him? AJ Styles. It's got to be Cena or Undertaker. And all three of those guys have good chemistry. AJ Styles has great chemistry with John Cena. AJ Styles probably has good chemistry with Undertaker. And Undertaker has good chemistry with we don't know, actually. John Cena and Undertaker, would that? I feel like the match would. I
feel that's 100% at WrestleMania, Cena versus Taker. I just feel like that's 100% happening.
Okay. Well, then you're gonna get Styles and probably Taker at Royal Rumble, because you got to do something with Undertaker if he's really back, and you get to test AJ and Undertaker, and maybe if Undertaker wrestles again next year at the next WrestleMania and he's still around, you know that you can go with AJ and Undertaker at that WrestleMania, assuming AJ sticks around. I know he has an option coming up. AJ's option is coming up.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's almost been here a year.
He only signed for 1 year?
I thought it was a year. I thought.
Well, they're obviously going to fucking throw.
He has
whatever.
an option for 2 years, I think.
They'll throw whatever to keep him.
Honestly,
around.
LeBar would know this, but I believe that's what it was, and I don't know shit. What, Leah? Oh, you found it? Oh, this has got to be glass in the back.
There isn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where any of them are. I think you broke them all.
There's one back here broken. Shit, man, I don't know. I don't know, but there's so many possibilities with those situations we just mentioned. There's a lot of stuff you can do at WrestleMania, but here's the thing that pisses me off, man. This year, we should be going into WrestleMania this year without people injured up the ass. Last year, everyone's injured. Yes. But now we're going to WrestleMania. But guess what, JD? We can't do all the matches you'd want to do because the brands are split. So now there's rules involved. And maybe there's not, because you could just put people against each other in the title, because they've already shown that they're going to do that. They've already shown that, Sami Zayn will take on whatever, Dolph Ziggler for the title, and then could take the title over to the other. So they've already set the rules that now that can happen. So that does open up the door. My concern about this, though, is building the chemistry and the rivalry when these guys aren't on the same shows. The only thing they can do is announce at some point on the shows that Shane McMahon and Stephanie have agreed that to work to the better of the WWE universe, to work together where if they have a match where one guy from one show is wrestling another guy from another show for a title, they broker the deal and allow during the lead up to that show for both competitors to be on both shows. That would be the only way to get that done without having the whole attack from the audience thing happen.
Yeah.
And how many times can you do that? Travis Saint with a 316. The club is like the New Age Click, and the club is just about everywhere in all major promotions. It's true. It's everywhere. And why is Sami Zayn catching heat? Didn't Stephanie McMahon? McMahon.
I read today that Vince is going to be pushing hard for both Hardys in February.
McMahon is?
Yeah.
I would be. And, you know, to be honest, they tried. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, they did everything they could over there. I'm convinced they need to just get the hell out of there. I'm sorry.
I mean, at least we got one good show left coming up with them. The fucking the Hardy show, where it's going to be filmed on Matt's house, his grounds.
That office has got to be a mess. I mean, you know, I could. You know what? I know I'm bitter. I'm bitter because people have reached out to me from TNA, and then it didn't happen, and then that didn't happen. I can't get people on here for interviews still. I worked my ass off to put them over when they were doing good, and the office is just screwing it up. The wrestlers are all having a good time. The locker room gets along, but the locker room is just pissed off.
Yeah, but now, dude, it's come down to a point where they're owned by people who probably don't have a keen interest in what they're doing or the sport in general.
They're owned by people that lend money.
Yeah. It's like, how much faith can you put into those people to care about the product?
And here's another question.
It sucks.
Why in the world are they lending money? It's like they will not die.
Lending money that they're not going to get back.
But yeah, why? I don't understand this. Like, is there some weird Illuminati thing that I'm not aware of? Like, is there some sort of sexual favor? Does somebody know something about somebody's mother? I mean, like, what is going on? How can this... Have you ever seen a company supposed to die so many times? Ever
since Billy Corgan settled with those people, we haven't heard anything. That was the only thing being reported in the news. Billy Corgan's being fucked over. Now that he settled, we haven't heard a goddamn thing about TNA.
And then we heard from the damn company in Canada that lent the money to TNA. We've heard them take shots at Corgan, saying he's wrong. We've heard them defending TNA. Bizarrely. Like, this would be like if I didn't even know Dave Lagana left. Dave Lagana, I knew from Solomon. He's like fucking Dave Lagana quit. I didn't make a video about it, but the only reason why I knew about it is because weeks ago Mike Bennett posted about it and then said something to me about it. Yeah, I wouldn't have known Dave Lagana left unless it was from Mike Bennett, who was like, this sucks. Give it a hell yeah! Mike was telling me that it just sucks. He's so good. And I'm like, man, he was good. Ross, the boss, 86 with a 316 donation. If Goldberg does win the Rumble, does he get to choose which title he goes after?
Goldberg's not winning the Rumble.
AJ Styles at Mania or Kevin Owens, or win the title before to give Vince's Golden Boy a title at Mania? I really had believed that it was going to be Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. I thought Lesnar would pull him out of the Rumble is what I thought at first. Then I started thinking it would be cool if Goldberg was like, or Lesnar was number 29. Somebody was number 29 at the end and showed up, and they squared off in the ring in the Rumble by themselves or something. That would be pretty cool.
This is what I think is going to happen, dude. Nakamura and Samoa Joe are fighting. Rematch coming up for Nakamura in 2 weeks in Osaka. He's going to win the title back.
Right.
Joe's going to be promoted to the main, or demoted, I should say, to the main roster.
Yep.
Joe's going to be in the Rumble. I honestly think after what Joe tweeted out, he was frustrated, he was pissed because he wanted Brock Lesnar. He wanted to beat Brock Lesnar. He's like, I'm frustrated. I didn't. He mentioned something cryptically, and then he's like, I have a new target in mind. I think Joe's going to be in the Rumble. I think Joe's going to eliminate either Goldberg or Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble.
You think it's going to be what in the Rumble?
Samoa Joe's going to eliminate either Brock Lesnar or Bill Goldberg in the Royal Rumble.
Wow. What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. Man,
that's just my opinion. I don't know.
That would be wild. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't.
Because I don't see Joe beating Nakamura again in Japan. So what the fuck are they gonna do with him? He's gonna be in the Rumble.
You think Samoa Joe's absolutely gonna be in the Rumble?
I'm predicting 100% Samoa Joe's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
My prediction is, and first of all, I would love to see Nakamura up before this. But yeah, I believe Nakamura is going to be a night after WrestleMania type of deal. What do you think about that?
Possibly. Triple H said in a Facebook chat after TakeOver went off the air, Bobby Roode's probably going to be next in line for a title shot. I don't know if Bobby Roode's going to be ready. I know he's been in the business for 20 years, but can he lead NXT as a touring brand in replace of Nakamura? I don't know. I mean, he's fucking unbelievable now.
I think he can. You know, I think he can. They'll miss something when Nakamura's not there, though. Because if Nakamura and Joe are gone, you need to get people up there. I mean, the good thing for them is Ty Dillinger keeps rising. Like, his stock is rising. Like, he's gonna be even more over after everyone that watched the reaction to him the other night. People are gonna, it's like monkey see, monkey do. When you start seeing everybody cheer for him like that, you get more excited about him, and then you want to cheer for him like that. And so his stock is gonna rise up. So
if Nakamura is brought to the main roster, I cannot see him being used every week. I don't want to see Nakamura being used every week. I don't want to see him in meaningless matches against fucking Titus O'Neil and fucking Darren Young. Nakamura's got to be used sparingly, I think, on the main roster. And I know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you're right about that. They got to be careful to not water it down. Like, almost treat it like a big fight feel. But yeah, I don't know what you would do though. But yeah, I mean, he can wrestle on Raw and stuff, but they just have to limit. They have to be careful, like you said. They have to not overexpose him, and that's fine because he's going to be like between him and Balor. When you imagine both of them when they both get on the roster and everybody's there, it's like. Problem is, again, the writing. The wrestlers being so good, like the entrances being so good and the wrestling being pretty good is really camouflaging the terrible writing. It's almost like making them lazy. Like, okay, we don't really have to write that much dialogue and stuff because it's just about getting to the match now. So there's no real stories besides that. The story will be in the ring, which is weird. Isn't that the opposite of what WWE used to be?
Yeah.
But it's too far the other way now. It used to be too much like, oh, the story of the character, and then the match happens, and you're like, this sucks. But now it's like the other way. We need somewhere in the middle here still, on Raw. SmackDown's doing a pretty good job. They need to do a better job, but Raw isn't even close with that. All right, let's take some phone calls. 347, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Joe Cronin? What's up, JD?
What's up, man?
Woo!
First, I want to say it's Happy Thanksgiving, guys. It's already midnight. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm going to stuff a turkey at my ass.
I just have two questions. Royal Rumble's coming up, and we have the brand split. You think it's still going to be the 30-man Royal Rumble, or is it going to be separate Rumbles for both brands?
Man,
it's going to be 15 guys for each brand.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 2 Royal Rumbles.
You can't do 2 Rumbles because it really, although, you know what, though? JD, we say this. I say you can't do it because it diminishes the Rumble then. But you know what? They've diminished the titles. So, I mean, what the fuck does it matter, really?
What do you mean by diminishes the Rumble?
Well, it diminishes the Rumble, I think, if you have 2 different separate Rumbles for each brand. You know, it waters it down and which one goes last, and it's stupid. But... you got 2 belts. They're watering each other down. What's the difference?
I mean, I still think AJ Styles is still the credible champion. Just because of his wrestling history is just like, they're not... With this whole James Ellsworth stuff, I don't really care about it. Because it looks like WWE doesn't care. It's just like a comedy act. So...
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that they did it. Like I said, as long as he goes back down, And he's going to go back to the mid-card now. At least I think he does. But.
Honestly, I still think he's going to drop the belt to John Cena.
Oh, AJ Styles?
I still... He keeps calling himself the face that runs the place.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're setting up that long rivalry, no doubt. I mean, John Cena does have to come back and maybe go after him again. But I think they would keep that to WrestleMania. But then you don't get Undertaker and Cena at WrestleMania, so I don't know.
At least we're having possibly a good Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and on top of that, the thing that makes me more proud is the fact that we don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, we really don't know. It's
keep it that way.
This is good because I saw JD's off the script, and we have some possible returns of legends. And don't even forget, Finn Balor and Shelton Benjamin might be coming back sooner than later. I haven't heard anything of Shelton Benjamin, but I heard that I remember his rotator cuff was a minor injury, if I'm correct. But
yeah, I forgot about Shelton Benjamin. To be honest, I forgot all about that. He was supposed to come back, and then bam, he couldn't pass the test. I remember that now. Like, geez, you got me.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like, I think it's going to be a good Rumble this year for some reason.
No, I hope it is. What was last year's was awful, right, JD? Wasn't last year's just abysmal?
Yeah, the last couple of Rumbles have been terrible because they have 30 guys in the Rumble, and there's like 2 or 3 that are legit contenders to win it. Like I said, you need at least 10 of the 30 to be at least believable. You can't fill the Rumble with fucking shining stars and fucking golden truth type of guys, you know?
I mean, you can. I mean, they did it in the Hogan years quite a bit, and even Stone Cold Steve Austin. You watch some of those Stone Cold ones, but
but we didn't care, Joe, about that because the overall product was so fucking good.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, well, you just wanted Stone Cold to win. It didn't matter. It was like when Daniel Bryan wasn't in the Rumble. It was like literally like you want him to win, and he's not even there. That was so bad. 614, what's up?
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Got in here about 10 minutes ago. I got in about when you guys brought up the Royal Rumble. I wanted to ask either of you, it doesn't matter. With the thing that happened to Daniel Bryan a few years ago when he got eliminated, who wasn't it? No, I was going to say, I thought Roman Reigns started getting all the hate because he eliminated Bryan, but that wasn't the case.
No, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt eliminated Daniel Bryan.
And then the year before that, Bray Wyatt beat him at the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
I think that's why we really thought like, oh, the first match of the night, and he got beaten. He's got to be coming back in the Rumble, and then he's going to win the Rumble. So he puts over Bray Wyatt, great, and now he's going to win the Rumble. And then he doesn't come out at all. Like, that was what had us so furious. And I'm still not convinced that either WWE didn't plan that or not. I really don't know. I swear to God, they planned that almost. They were like, well, if it gets more heat, and we'll go with him. You know? Otherwise, we'll go with Batista and see what happens. Maybe. I have no idea, but it was just, how could WWE not know that was going to piss everyone off?
That's what my question was about. I was going to ask, since all the casual fans, which is the majority of like the WWE audience, in my opinion at least, most of it like 90%, if Lesnar doesn't eliminate Goldberg, do you think whoever does eliminate Goldberg is immediately going to get heat like the crowd, how pissed off they were? Do you think whoever eliminates Goldberg, if it's not Lesnar, they're going to start hating on them?
I still think it's going to be like Lesnar. You know what I mean? Goldberg's like, I got one more title run in me. It sounds like...
Yeah, I know. It has to be Lesnar. If they're going to get a match at WrestleMania, it only makes sense that Lesnar comes in and throws his ass out.
Hey, it might even be that this is...
Listen, someone else can eliminate Brock Lesnar and be made into a fucking megastar in the Royal Rumble. Lesnar fucking literally destroys the ring, gets back inside the ring illegally, and eliminates Goldberg.
Yeah.
And there you go. It doesn't have to be,
Lesnar
eliminating Goldberg and going the simplistic route. Be creative with it.
Well, that's what I see. I mean, I see the whole, like, Sid Vicious or Sid...
That's why I mentioned Joe. That's why I mentioned Joe. That's why I mentioned Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think that the other thing, too, is it could be Goldberg paying back WWE. Like, listen, Goldberg, we're going to give you this moment, and you're going to shock everybody, and your kid and everybody's going to get to experience this, and we're going to give you this moment with your kid and everything. The only thing we're going to ask you is to come back at the Rumble, and then you're going to get eliminated by Lesnar. And then maybe Lesnar even wins the goddamn Rumble. Or maybe it comes down to Lesnar and Cena.
No.
Imagine if that happened. Jesus.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, I don't like it, but I mean, I'm just saying, I could see it. And I can see Goldberg. I can see Goldberg doesn't come back again then, too. He's done. The Rumble was just the extra, like, okay, come in, you'll win in like 2 seconds. You'll beat Lesnar. Then in the Rumble, no one's gonna really remember, and then you get eliminated. And then thank you for coming.
I honestly think somebody from Monday Night Raw is winning the Royal Rumble. Because if they do Styles versus Undertaker, I'm going with Undertaker beating Styles in Texas.
JD?
And then WWE's bringing back the Chamber in February. Cena's going to win the Chamber, and then they're going to go to WrestleMania with Cena winning the Chamber to fight the Undertaker at WrestleMania. That's what I'm going with.
JD, you're 100% right. I would put all my money on the line that somebody from Raw is going to win it. And here's why. Forget the people.
Which
and
makes
whatever.
it scary, Joe, because it makes it predictable, number one, with Balor coming back. It's like, okay, here's a fucking predictable Royal Rumble again. You got Roman Reigns, who I don't want to win. Strowman, who I don't want to win. Rollins, who I wouldn't mind winning, but it's fucking boring.
Yeah. Here's why. On SmackDown, the storytelling on SmackDown is so much better. They don't need a Rumble to create the story to WrestleMania. SmackDown can easily write the story of two guys feuding for the title. That's not a problem. Raw has problems with that. So Raw's going to do the classic WWE style thing. And the classic WWE style thing is for somebody to win the Rumble and go to face champion. SmackDown can just do the whole whatever. So I'm 90% sure that it's someone from Raw. There's almost no question. So you're 100% right. I 100% agree with that. And I don't know what anybody else thinks, but let's take a phone call from Rocker Zoom. What's up, Rocker? How you doing?
What's up, guys?
By the way, the donations are live, guys. If you guys want to donate to the show live and get a live alert on the show and feed us some Thanksgiving turkey, then click the link for the donation down below in the description box, and the donation amounts are there. I suggest the $9 Raw song. I have to repeat that every once in a while because there's a lot of new people watching now. We're getting up to 700 people almost. Rocker Zoom, what's up?
I mainly wanted to cover who, since we're on the topic of the Royal Rumble, who from NXT do you guys think is going to get called up in the Rumble? Because we didn't get too many NXT call-ups like we thought we would last year. This year, do you think we're going to get more or less? Or do you guys think we're going to get any because of the brand split?
Less.
We mentioned Samoa
just
Joe
said
already about several times.
Yeah, JD thinks Samoa Joe for sure.
I think, if anyone, Rude might be ready by January. That'd be something to see.
No. Rude is going to be the next NXT champion.
If you look at the way the pattern goes with NXT, Rude is not going to be there because Rude is in line to take over the main event spot at some point in NXT. So for him to skip and jump into the Rumble, it just wouldn't happen. I mean, they won't even put guys like Balor and them in the Rumble before.
I didn't even want AJ Styles in the Royal Rumble because you knew he wasn't winning it. That's not really a good debut if you come in at number 3 and get eliminated in 20 minutes. It's not a good debut.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, Styles' elimination kind of, you look back on that and you go, oh, he should have lasted till the end. Like, he should have been battling until the end, tooth and nail, and should have been eliminated.
And they're lucky they had Kevin Owens eliminate him. Otherwise, there would have been a fucking problem.
Right. Yeah, and they booed that, and they cheered a little bit of cheer too.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have one of the generic WWE classic guys like anybody, like KANE or Roman Reigns or somebody, man, that crowd would have pissed fire on that ring, I think. Shout out to Ray in the chat. Ray, are you still horny, Ray? What's going on? She was tweeting something.
What
the hell's going on? Monday Nitro. Jessup, what's up? Okay, so anything else, Rocker Zoom, or was that it? I think it's going to be less, by the way. You said I think it's going to be less NXT people because there's just less NXT people now, and they don't want to expose them in the Rumble. So,
that, and we have to get more of the brand split guys there because it would be an even 15-15, but I think there might be a call-up or two.
Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Rumble. Watch. Imagine that.
That's about it. Thank you, guys. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man. You too. Good shit. Man. Like that guy.
Apparently, rumor has it that Ray loves Kevin Dunn's front 2 teeth.
Oh, because of the space in between. I got some space in mine, look. So I actually really do it really good.
Kevin Dunn.
Becky. Hey, look what's up. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is good. Yeah.
Bitch. Can I touch your balls?
Jump cut.
Jump cut. Shake the camera, Ted.
Sorry. Now we'll never get jobs. He's a very powerful person over there. Very powerful. Travis, how you doing? Welcome to Outta Nowhere, episode 48.
How you doing, sir?
Oh yeah,
what was it with Enzo on fucking Monday Night Raw?
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
Hey, yo, Lonnie,
What's up,
you want to see the certified D? How you doing?
The certified D. I'm glad we got that in. I almost forgot about it. Travis, call back. I just hung up on Travis by accident. I thought he was gonna fuck up your fucking certified D thing. Okay.
Ray wants to see Kevin Dunn's certified D. How you doing?
Certified
You hung up on me.
Hey, Travis, what's up, man?
No, I'm not. How you guys doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
You too,
What's
I
up?
just want to say, I agree with the guy that called 2 phone calls ago. AJ is by far, and I know JD's already said this many times. I mean, by far the best wrestler right now. I mean, next to Jericho, I love Jericho, but I mean, by far, as far as skill, I mean, in the ring, the best, absolutely the best. No matter where he goes, anywhere he goes, I will follow and watch that kid freaking wrestle.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I had a question I was gonna ask. Back in the day when the first Raw brand split, or Raw SmackDown brand split happened, did they have like the Royal Rumble? Didn't they have it set up to where like dude that won Royal Rumble could choose either?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could choose either belt.
I knew that. I just didn't know. So they're not going with that though this year.
Well, we don't know that actually.
No, not if they bring the chamber back. It's gonna make the chamber null and void. If they bring the chamber back, then that's gonna set up. If for example, if Raw wins the Royal Rumble, then SmackDown's gonna have the chamber. If SmackDown wins the Royal Rumble, then Raw's gonna have the chamber.
Right.
But we don't know. The only thing we don't know is what match is gonna main event WrestleMania. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a toss-up.
You know, and it's gonna make things. It is gonna make things very exciting because the chamber was exciting. It wasn't, because it was almost
I
like
love the chamber.
It was like getting 2 Royal Rumbles because you get the Royal Rumble, you don't know who's gonna win it, and then the chamber, it's like, well, you don't know who's gonna be the champion. So it's the only thing I don't like about the one thing I don't like about the chamber is when a champion changes in the chamber right before Mania, it kind of takes away a little bit. Because when a guy's had the belt for 3 or 4 months or 6 months leading up to Mania, it feels so much better when somebody beats him. But if like a month before WrestleMania, someone just won the belt in the chamber, and then they go to Mania with the belt, it's less important when they lose it. That's the only gripe I have with the chamber. JD, what do you think about that? Because
you mean the chamber itself when the champion loses the belt in the chamber?
Yeah, because think about it, right? Like the champion becomes the champion right before WrestleMania, maybe. If it changes hands in the chamber, well, this guy just won the belt, and now the face is going to beat him.
But the chamber won't be for the title, though. The chamber will be for #1 contendership. The title will be defended in another match.
But usually they do a title match in the chamber. They don't do that. But
That's the way it's been. Yeah.
If they do what you just said,
the way you're putting it up, Cronin, is like I do agree with you in a sense, because if it's somebody like that's dominant, like when Triple H won it, and I think it was in the chamber, he won it once.
Yeah.
Like if somebody like that would win it and then take it to Mania, then I would be sold on it. I'd be like, oh, this guy's gonna fucking rip somebody's ass in Mania,
Yeah.
But if some low end guy wins it in the chamber, like what you're describing, I'm gonna be like, I'm not invested in this fucking guy. Who's this guy?
Yeah, I mean, you're like you will care a little bit, and wrestling isn't. Everyone has a more shorter term memory, so you can build it, but it just seems so quick that the guy just won the damn thing, so I'm not as bothered by him being the champion. Like, I don't know. So it just takes some.
And I feel like Goldberg honestly is gonna have something to do with like. I honestly just have a funny feeling that he's gonna have something to do with either taking Strowman out, or they're gonna make him look like big. Oh, he took Strowman out of the Rumble, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hope not. I hope that's not. They need to be real careful.
I don't like
Strowman's gonna
I can't.
Travis,
after that fucking botched throw on AJ, is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I do not like Strowman.
Let me I can tell you what's gonna happen with Strowman. They're gonna do the classic easy way out, where they have like 9 of the guys in the Rumble tip him out. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Right.
like Yokozuna, or like what they tried to do with Yokozuna.
Yeah, exactly. Your sister texted me, Leah, asking why you called her.
Yeah, dude, I could see that happening. But real quick though, didn't Stephanie McMahon say that somebody was going to lose their fucking job?
Oh. Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier in a donation, I think, and I missed out on that. Was it you?
I did. It was me, but I was just wondering, didn't she say somebody's job depends on it? Now we're all fucking trying to kick Sami Zayn, give him the fucking hot, you know what I mean, the hot seat. What the hell happened to that?
I don't think the build up to that clearly doesn't make that much sense. I loved what Strowman did in the match, and I love what Zayn did in the match, and I loved Mick Foley's response. I'm purely talking about that moment. I loved it. Now, what got them there makes no damn sense. Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon's interactions are literally like listening to two fucking like retarded people talking about fucking math. I mean, it's really awful. I'm sorry. It's weird. It's
dude,
like
it is.
It's like they're looking at the camera but talking to each other but facing that way. Everything is scripted.
I hate it, dude. I hate the segments with Foley and McMahon and Stephanie, dude. Stephanie is so fucking awful. As whatever, I don't know what a baby face. I don't know what the fuck she's trying to be.
She used to be. She's awesome usually. Like, and it's just awful to watch.
Yeah, as a bitch, she's awesome. But whatever she's doing now, sucking up to Foley's fucking flannel. I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
Well, they're both doing it back and forth, and that's what makes it even worse. It's like they're both just kissing each other's asses back and forth.
I don't know, man. It is.
It's a constant. It's something that is just constantly.
Listen, if this is leading to Zayn getting a match with Strowman at Roadblock or Cockblock or whatever the fuck the pay-per-view's called, instead of Big Show, I'm all for it. But it's not going to result in anything for Sami Zayn. It's just going to be like, okay, Sami Zayn's a fucking scrub. He lost in 4 minutes to Braun Strowman. Who's next?
I think they should bring Demolition back just real quick, and right before New Day gets to that last fucking day, and just have them job out in a minute 25.
That would be people would be freaking out, dude. Travis, man.
Fucking people would be marking left and right.
Travis, man, thanks for the call. Thanks for the donations too.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, man.
Travis, good shit. Thanks to Seth Kegler too by the donation earlier, 316. Seth Kegler and Ross the Boss and everybody else. Those shades are looking good, JD.
Slam crate.
Slam crate, yeah. What'd you think about that slam crate? I hate to talk bad.
Wrestle crate was so much better, dude.
Dude, let me say something. I'm gonna be honest about all the crates. Like,
Joe sent me code JD from NY Slam crate if you guys want it.
Yeah. I think they got to bring it next month. Slam crate has to bring it next month because I got to be honest, man. Pro Wrestling Crate won the month for me.
Dude, I got
just came.
I got it on Saturday.
I haven't gotten mine yet.
I haven't even opened it yet.
I haven't gotten mine. So
I asked them. I reached out to them. Like, you guys need another podcast for me to promote you guys? They're like, sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they sent me.
Oh, I knew they. I'm like, they have to take JD because they've got fucking some dude with 10,000 subs. So
yeah.
I mean, dude, you're one of the hottest guys. We're like up there right now. There's like 10 fucking people, that I think are good. I mean, I don't know if I'm on that list, but we're up there.
I don't know. I mean, fucking you do you watch Wrestle Talk News and Ollie Davis? You watch him at all?
Not really.
He's got like 190,000, I believe, 190,000 subs, and Brian Zane's got 160, and I think Brandon Hodge has got like 54 or some shit like that. But I don't know who else is. I don't know who else there is though. I mean, I don't really watch anybody, but you, and I watch Wrestle Talk here and there. Or I watch Brian Zane here and
listen to Solid Monster. I know we do. I know we listen to him.
Solid Monster's more of a podcast. I mean, he's got a YouTube channel.
I listen to the whole fucking show. I listen to them.
Yeah.
I like Scampoli.
I can't listen to those guys.
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking Roman Reigns marks.
What? Scampoli's not.
No, Kevin Castle. Never mind, I got them mixed up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
Yeah.
But who else? Yeah, no one else. Everybody else is either like a semi-copy or, anybody who's new is like a copy of everything
Yeah.
Like I started doing these XSplit screens with the stuff and everything and the donation, the things over there. There's so many copies of that, it's out of control. There's like 15 guys who do that, and I don't really get into any of them.
Yeah, a lot of them are trying to mimic what you do, but it's not going to be as good and entertaining as you. And a lot of these other guys, they feel like if they get the news the fastest and the quickest in like these 2-3 minute videos, like it's gonna fucking be anything. That's what people want. Their attention spans are short.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing the fucking 45-50 minute thing because it's good for me revenue wise, and people enjoy it. If I did anything less, people are gonna complain.
That's why yours is good, because when you speak, there's value in everything you're saying. Like a lot of times guys spew off shit for a while and you just trail off and you can't even deal with it. I'm hit or miss. Sometimes if I'm not tired and dead from work with the kids and stuff, I trail off, and but when I'm doing a podcast by myself, it's so much better. My live shows, for the most part, are not really rewatchable. I don't ever want to go back and watch my Raw reviews unless something funny happened.
Yeah.
But Monetize This is watchable because it's like a podcast. But watching my Raw reviews is not. You can't go back and watch
your Raw
them.
reviews and your SmackDown reviews or whatever review that you do, it's for an in the moment type thing. Monetize This is something that I could see. Sitting down on the couch, drinking a beer, actually watching like a TV program.
Right. But that's why your reviews hold more value, because your review I can listen to anytime. I could listen to one of your reviews. Yeah, I could just be like, you know what? I want to listen to JD's review of Raw last year in August.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter because you're entertaining and what you bring up it doesn't even have to do with Raw sometimes. So I can listen to that whole thing no matter what. If you go back and listen to my review from August last year, I'm live, all these fucking donations are going off, and it's like we're complaining, and you're just like, what the fuck? Why am I listening to this? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's the difference. I mean, I used to do a Raw review like you do, but I just have to do that's just the way I do it now. It's just different. We all do it differently. But State of the WWE is more of a podcast entertainment. But Off the Script is just a brand on its own now too. What you do. So, but yeah, so I don't know, man. You can't.
A lot of people, like someone in the chat said, a lot of people in the internet wrestling community here on YouTube, they got a fetish for these fucking British people. That's why they're so popular. I don't know why, but
yeah, I know. You're right.
I wish I had some kind of fucking British accent. Maybe I'd be at 100,000 subs by now, and Joe would be at fucking 100,000 subs.
Yeah, maybe I should start just doing an accent. I should be like, in the 1995 Royal Rumble, John Cena was taking a dump in the crowd. It was like, these guys most of them are fucking arrogant assholes too, and they're all fucking young.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I know more than you fucking pathetic whore. Roman Reigns was booed out of the building. Yeah, that's a very interesting thing. I don't know. Well, I mean, then you're tapping into a different crowd. I mean, we're tapping into the sort of the radio. We're tapping into mostly people with more attention spans.
Yeah.
They're tapping into like binge watching, short attention span people. So they're gonna do well that way. Their thing is like, oh, I've got to watch the top 10 video. Oh, I can't wait to watch the next one and the next top 10 video.
I mean, I could do a news video for 2 minutes, but then I would feel like a piece of shit at the end because it's like I can't get my opinion out there. Goldberg did this, and this, and that's it.
Get my. I've been able to do that a little bit, but I have no idea what to do. I just throw things out there now at this point. Larry Funk fan, thoughts if the Revival came to Raw and took the tag team titles on their debut?
Fuck no.
Yeah, no, please don't do that.
They're not going. I don't want them anywhere near Raw.
No.
Can you imagine the Revival after what we've seen at NXT TakeOver Toronto in a fucking 8-man tag with Golden Truth and the Shining Stars?
Hands down, the Revival needs to be on SmackDown. Yeah. They have competition with the Alphas, with Usos, with Seth and Rhino even. Revival needs, and they need a heel team, a second heel team on SmackDown. They would bring.
Someone actually asked Salamonster on the podcast this week, what if there was anybody in wrestling that would manage the Revival? Who would it be? You know who he said? Jim Cornette.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But if he was to pick somebody to manage a revival, it would be Jim Cornette.
I would mark.
So would I. I think that's fucking fantastic. That's a fucking dream scenario, right?
Mark level for that would be. Yeah. I couldn't even explain it to you. I mean, I don't know if that would happen just because of how volatile Jim Ross can be, and Jim Cornette can be, and how McMahon and everybody knows his what he does when he shows up. Man, he wants my dog. He's gonna start trying to tell them how to do things. It's gonna get like you're not just gonna get Jim Cornette the manager. You're gonna get Jim Cornette the manager, the criticizer, and the idea man. It all comes along with Cornette. I mean, unless you can sit there and say, Jim, we don't want one single iota of input about anything almost. Just show up with a tennis racket. That's it. Do your part and show up with a tennis racket, and that's all we need. Maybe, if he's capable of being able to do that, then we got something going on.
They actually tweeted the revival because people were asking them if since they lost the titles at Toronto, if they were going to make their debut on either Raw or SmackDown. And I think Scott Dawson said that why would we debut on one of those two shows in a shitty gimmick match, with the best tag team in the world. He deleted the tweet. But
Bubba
Ray and Road Dogg, I know, was joking around. He's like, you keep that up, you're not going to debut on either brand.
Yeah.
And then Bubba Ray went into business for himself. He's like, how disrespectful of the guys in the back that you worked with. Some shit like that.
Yeah, he said something like, good job, you've disrespected everyone you work with and the people. Yeah, I saw that. It was great. And I could hear Bubba's voice, too. Like, good job. I could hear it fucking. He was almost like he was talking to me in the backstage again. Telling me not to fucking tweet him anymore. He's gonna break my neck. I can't even believe that happened. I still can't believe I was standing face to face with him and he was telling me how he could embarrass me in front of everybody. Unbelievable. I thought it was all a work. And he was like, you think you're in our business and stuff, and he was like going into all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, because you reacted to me in kayfabe and I reacted to you in kayfabe. My name's not really Joe. I'm a character. So my character responded to you. Now you're standing here looking at pencil neck 5'9" Dan. Would you really go grab a woman in the audience and powerbomb her through a table?
You asking me?
I guess you really would, actually. No. I mean, it was hypothetical.
Depends on who it is.
Yeah, especially if she smelled stinky. I'd be like, you know what? You smell. I'm going to put you through a table. Stinky woman.
Whatever happened with that? Whatever happened with that? You re-recorded on that commentary. It all got done.
I did it the other day. Yeah, it was like.
Wasn't the same. Right?
It was like torturous because what happened was they were saying that your mic didn't work at all. Like it didn't work when the other guy was recording. It didn't work when you were doing it. I felt so bad
for people who fucking pre-ordered that shit just to hear Joe and I.
I had to refund almost everybody, I think, and there's a few people that still are buying it. But I refunded about half of them, and they're not, so it's just stupid. But the thing that was awful was knowing that we lost that great moment.
Yeah.
You calling the Hardy Boys match with me, and not only do we lose the moment, but I had to re-record it all in a studio, and I'm sitting there, and as I'm re-recording it, it just hurt. It was insult to injury, because we already lost it. I'm depressed over the fact that we lost it. And then I'm sitting there having to re-record it. It was just.
Well, I'll tell you something off the air when the show ends. Right. I reached out to, or Isaac reached out to me about something on the 17th of December. I don't know if you'll be able to come up closer to the holidays, but I'll talk to you about it off the air.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So, play-by-play opportunity.
All right, there you go. I like it. Well, we got to start doing some stuff. There's some other companies out there too.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if they're only doing I know one company that only runs every couple of months, but they're big shows.
Yeah.
And they don't have an announce team because of it, but they do need one. And it would be nice if me and you put our things in and got that gig going. They're running in Connecticut and in New York.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about that later too. But yeah, that'll be awesome.
We got someone in the chat, Joe. Who is it? Drep.
Yeah.
He's calling. Drep, if you're in the chat, what's the area code so Joe can know? Because he says he's been calling like 900 times.
There's actually a lot of calls, but
Let's take some more calls.
Let's take 502 while we wait for Drep. 502, you're on Out of Nowhere. What's up?
Hey, Joe, it's been a while.
It's been a while. What's going on, man?
Yes, it has been.
Since Enzo Amore took his dank out and put it in your mother's stank out.
Sorry. What's going on, man?
Not much, just kicking it like always. I'm looking at something a little ahead before, but it's not like I'm trying to get through the end of the year. But I was looking at something. Me and my friends were arguing about this. Like, I see a new storyline that could happen. You know how Miz and what's her name? What's his wife's name? I forget her name.
Maurice.
Yeah, you know how they're playing the power couple? They're like, oh, we're the power couple and all this?
Yeah.
Well, I see something at WrestleMania that could happen where John Cena goes for the title, and then you can see Nikki go for the women's title, and all of a sudden they're the power couple. And then you can see Miz gets all jealous, and they can start their little storyline after WrestleMania if WWE was smart enough to do that.
Oh, I mean, I get what you're saying for sure. I don't know if I want to see Miz versus John Cena in a power couple deal. I may kill myself to that. What do you think, though, JD? I don't know.
I don't want to see the Miz and John Cena ever again.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see that.
I think if WWE is smart, they'd allow Daniel Bryan back in the ring one more time and continue this build with the Miz. I think that would be a marquee match for WrestleMania.
I just think you don't even need to have the match. I just think if Daniel Bryan came out like a Stone Cold Steve Austin type of situation and ran in the ring when the referee was down and Bisaiku knee kicked him in the head and took him out and then Dolph got the pin, I think that would be exciting. I mean, obviously I'd rather see a match, but if they can't do that, at least that would be exciting.
Yeah.
864, what's up?
That's Drep.
Oh, yeah, what up, guys? Yeah, it's me, Drep.
What's
Just
up, man?
wanted to ask, how was Lucha Underground? Because I never watched it because it's my cousin, you know, a lot of shit been going on with that.
Lucha Underground was okay. I mean, Mundo had the title match with Sexy Star, and then Killshot, he went up against the fuck is that guy's name? Fox, his ex-partner. So that was a great match. Other than that, it was nothing. I mean, it was just a throwaway show this week.
Man, the
Did
chat.
Mundo win title?
Mundo won the title, yeah.
All right, good.
But it was controversial, though, because Taya was in the crowd, and she was dressed as Sexy Star with a Sexy Star mask. She was dressed as a fan, and some bullshit happened with a crutch, and Taya hit Sexy Star with brass knuckles, and then Johnny still pinned her.
Dude, the chat is just going visceral with that guy's idea about fucking Cena and the Miz.
I know. I just seen a bunch of fucking no's.
Yeah, people are just fucking angry. Like that just made them angry. Like they're gonna be at Thanksgiving tomorrow, like eating turkey, like with a scowl on their face, and they're gonna be like, "What? Why, Dave? Why do you look so angry? You know, Bill?" And it's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy last night said something about Cena and the Miz." It's gonna fucking come over, delete previous callers. Someone wrote. Holy shit, dude! People are pissed. Anything else? 864 Drep, man. How you doing?
What the hell happened with your cousin, man? What the fuck happened?
Well,
oh yeah,
well,
that's right.
Her husband, like one of her husband's best friend, basically broke into the house. Basically,
fuck?
like, you know, tried to force her to have sex with him. She, you know, she's like no, and then he stabbed her 12 times, and then he used pills and killed himself.
Jesus fucking Christ!
At least he killed himself.
Police found her later, found his dead body, and now she's in the she's been hospitalized all day.
Oh my god, dude, that is awful. What the
It's
fuck?
not looking good either, so, you know, it's crying a lot today.
What the fuck is wrong with guys and people? What the fuck, dude? I hope
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine, you know, but because we live like 10 hours away, we live in South Carolina, we move up. We're driving down there Friday, you know, we want to support her the best we can.
My god, man, I hope she's alright. And I'm glad that fucking, at least that dickhead's gone.
Yeah. And before I got here, you know, I know it's been a long time. I've been trying to contribute to you guys for a while. So I finally, you know, it's been really slow, the business. But I finally got the become a Patreon for both of you guys. And once I get to the summer, don't worry, I'll be upping it up a bit. Once work gets
Oh yeah,
higher.
man, you take it easy. I mean, I appreciate though. I saw
We
the
appreciate anything, man.
I saw
don't
the
worry
patron.
about upping anything. As long as you're there supporting, it's all that matters.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys.
All right, man.
Take it easy,
Let us
man.
know what happens. That's nuts.
Oh, brother Omen, I see you in the chat, brother Omen.
Brother Omen.
Look at him.
Oh man, Nikki's firing up industrial meat grinder. Son of a bitch. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything in a while. I'm really hungry. The first thing I'm gonna do when we're done this is eat food.
I had potato skins earlier.
Cracker. Only a white. I mean,
can't go wrong with a good potato skin, man.
all my jokes are like race. I was listening to Monetize. Everything was like, only a black guy does this. Only a white guy does that. I was like, I'm fucking just trying to piss everybody off. What kind of cracker ass motherfucker are you?
There's actually been a good show, man. 604 people watching.
Yeah, we climbed our way up. I'm looking at the analytics on it, and man, it just climbed its way up. I meant to tell you that Survivor Series. You talked about numbers. That Survivor Series video I did, the live show I did, I think it broke record. I think it is.
Yeah, man, you had a lot of fucking. You had a lot of views because people obviously coming over after fucking one of the most shocking things of the year.
Yeah.
Which is good for you.
What did you think?
It's money in your pocket, dude. My fucking Survivor Series review got the most likes out of any video I've ever did, dude. It's like 2,600 likes.
Yeah, that was a big night. Say what you will. I mean. First of all, WWE makes us like a second living. I mean, to be honest. I mean, so that's why people are like, oh, you hate WWE. It's like, no, our job is to criticize this thing as much as possible. Not to just go, oh well, it's still pretty good. No. Like, we're trying to be critical. Well, but rational, and they make us a lot of money. WWE, if WWE did better, we would do so much better here. And if WWE did more shocking things, look what happened, JD. Like, my channel launched SummerSlam when Daniel Bryan won and then lost it because the cash-in. That blew my channel up.
That was fucking great.
And then,
I love that. I love that fucking SummerSlam ending.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then Undertaker losing at Mania, that blew my channel up again. And then there's been one other thing. I can't remember what it was that happened. And now this Goldberg win over Lesnar is one of the biggest things. When things like this happen, like, it just blows up the business. But imagine if we could get back to even a close.
You know what I think it was for me, dude? I think it was the Royal Rumbles where Batista and Reigns won, because I fucking absolutely flew off the fucking handle on both of those Royal Rumbles.
Yeah, and anybody that sees that is like, man, this is how I feel. This guy's funny. Shit, I mean, I don't know, man. If it was the Attitude Era, we would be fucking millionaires. I mean, because, like, you have what, maybe 2.5. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. There's like 2.5 million people actually give a shit, right?
Yeah.
That's it. 2.5 million. At times, it drops down to 1.8. At other times, it rises to 3. But it ain't going any more beyond that. If we just got to 6 million, the search traffic would be doubled.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be... Everyone would be doing so much more. And now the thing is, it's just everyone's trying to cover stuff and play stuff over the air. It's becoming saturated. When I started this, it was a niche type of thing, and now it's becoming saturated. And WWE is shrinking, and the indie scene is growing. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, it really is like you're watching the WWE seemingly to us drop. Their revenues are increasing, though. The WWE's revenues are increasing, while overall viewership is decreasing.
Yeah, but the interest in the product is at an all-time low. And this is the reason why they bring the Goldbergs and the Lesnars back, and they do these fucking things to build social media impressions and subscriptions to the network. That's why I cover Lucha Underground, because I could develop my own little niche. Nobody's doing Lucha Underground. If I invest myself in the product and understand and learn the product, and I review it every week, and I'm getting better at it, nobody else is doing it.
Well, that's why I did season 1. I mean, I was like, I had Dave, we had Chavo Guerrero on.
And I feel sorry that TNA sucks. I mean, that could be an opening for you. I wish TNA was better. I do TNA too.
Yeah.
Because nobody's doing TNA.
Dude, I mean, I don't care. I think you should do TNA if you can. I don't care. It's not like that. I do Lucha if I had the time. I can barely do the goddamn WWE because I'm so busy. But yeah, no, those things would be good. But shit, I don't know what else to say. I think we've burnt it out. I think we need to get Thanksgiving going. I think a ton of people are calling tonight. We missed a lot of calls, but I think we had a really good show as best we could. We could probably go fucking forever if I didn't have to get up with the fam. I know you're game to party.
I got no work tomorrow. Fucking my job's closed.
And that's it. Let's try this. Let's try one more. Let's see if we can get one more guy on here. 212. What's up? Hey, 210, you're on.
Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hey, man, what's up?
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
So I just sound like a psychotic
Anyways,
Murloc.
I had a question because I heard on the internet or anywhere that do you see Kane and Undertaker go for tag team titles? Because that's what I've been hearing a lot. If Undertaker does come back, I've been hearing they have like a short reign as tag team champions. Do you guys see that happening or no?
I missed it.
Heard that.
I missed what he said.
Kane and Undertaker.
Do you see Undertaker and Kane go for tag team titles? Like soon. I'm just saying, like that's what I heard.
My man, I don't.
Only way I would see that happening is if Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton win the tag team titles, and then Kane and Undertaker feud with Wyatt and Orton. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't want to see that.
Right. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You will rest in. Somebody, it was Rage on who's got a crazy eye infection or something. Said, "Where's the chat? Where's the live chat?" I think he's watching us on an Xbox or PlayStation, so the live chat I don't think works there. I think the live chat only works on your computer and on your cell phone if you're got the patience on your cell phone. So I think that's
using
why.
YouTube on smart TV.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, oh man, it's too bad it's not on there. Oh. Yeah, the chat's crazy anyway. They're all fucking crazy. You don't want to be part of that. You'll get freaked out. You get triggered by this chat. Hey, Talvish, happy Thanksgiving, man. Thank you for the tweet and all the messages, and I appreciate it, man. And we love you guys. Thank you to people who donated tonight. We had a couple donations, which is cool, especially in the holiday months. After all the support we've gotten all week, big time. Shout out to the chat. Hit me and JD up on Twitter at Joe Cronin Show and at JD from NY206.
Also, Joe, just to get both of our things out there, I don't know if you got any new T-shirts on your end, but Pro Wrestling Tees has got 20% off everything. The website, if you guys want to go buy Joe shirts,
yeah,
you can go buy Joe shirts. Enter the code Black Friday on Pro Wrestling Tees, and if you want to get my new JD is Negan T-shirt and the new Dana Brooks shirt, Barbershop Window, 30% off everything. Get your fucking shirts this week because there's no more sale after this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a big-time sale week. Go on there, get some other wrestler shirts, too. You know, fuck it. Go. I usually go crazy.
Get the Matt Hardy shirt. Support Solid Monster. Get LeBar shirt.
Yeah.
Black Fridays, this code for both websites. Enter it at checkout. Unbelievable deals.
And if you get our T-shirts, take pictures of you wearing them, take pictures of you buying them, whatever it is, and tweet the fucking photos out of the shirts. It'll be cool. Grab me and JD and this other guy.
Championship.
Yeah.
That looks the same as. Oh, give me a freaking break.
What are you most thankful for in the WWE? Past and present. Happy Thanksgiving.
There's a Thanksgiving theme donation. Monica, thank you for the 555 donation. Man, I guess
well, that's actually a good question.
It's a really good question. I guess it just comes down to the entertainment and the excitement, the anticipation, the
I'm gonna say, what am I most thankful for in the WWE? Past, for something. I'm thankful that I'm still a fan, and I'm a fan because of the Bobby the Brains and the Jesse Venturas and the Gorilla Monsoons, and you know, it's stuck with me all my fucking life, and I'm still going strong. What I'm thankful for present is that Triple H has a great vision for WWE, and he's building for the future, and it's fucking exciting, and I can't wait to see what he does with it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thankful for NXT showing up, because without that, man, I don't know what would be going on. That was a huge, impact on the business, and if it didn't go the way it did, who knows what the hell will be happening now. Guys, thank you so much for watching and listening to Out of Nowhere episode number 48. Guys, have a good Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. or where you're celebrating it for some reason somewhere else. If not, have a good day. And I'm sure me and JD will probably pop on with some videos and shit throughout the next few days. Friday's a big thing at my work. It's the Black Friday. I'm sure maybe JD even has shit to do that time.
I gotta be at fucking work at 6 a.m. on fucking Black Friday.
Yeah, me and JD, man, we're in fucking retail shit. Me and JD are gonna be grumpy as shit by the end of this weekend.
I'm getting a fucking double XL coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm sure I'm gonna have some more customer retail stories, horror stories.
Put the pearls in your ass.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, it sucks. This is awful. But thank you guys for listening. We love you. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel down below. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out. Every Wednesday, we should be back with Outta Nowhere every Wednesday. So tune in next Wednesday around 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, I'll be live Friday night for Monetize This. And JD's going to be doing off the script, too. So go over to JD's channel, JD from NY206. That's youtube.com/JD from NY206. Go subscribe to him because if you're not subscribed to JD, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. But anyway, good night. Thank you for watching.
YouTube.com.
Oh, gee.